Hello, you're watching Parrot Reviews, and this is... Hey, it's my job to say that, you robot. This is Rainbow Laser Disco Dungeon. Is this game over the rainbow, or is disco dead? Only one way to find out. Laser go! The action takes place in the Rainbow Laser Disco Dungeon, which I believe is somewhere near Birmingham. It's the year 2084, and the Earth is ruled by evil robots from another dimension. Like the plot from Flashdance, all music's been outlawed and dancing is strictly forbidden. Dr. Disco, Earth's greatest musicologist, has found out that the robots can be destroyed with music, so he's gone off and made a bunch of musical weapons to help you kick some robot boot up. Problem is, he was making something called the Rainbow Laser, the ultimate musical weapon, when he vanished. Them evil robots took him and put him where else? Birmingham. No, the Rainbow Laser Disco Dungeon. So get in there, save Dr. Disco, find the exit, and do what I did. Like a robot virus, I just ran somewhere. If you've ever played anything like the old arcade game Berserk, then you'll know what you're in for. It's a bit like that, only more flashy and a lot more psychedelic. And something really cool about this one is that the events in the game are synced to the music. So when you fire, it fires in time. And the game's moving objects and even the robots also move with a beat. Sometimes, to make the doors appear and progress to the next room, you might have to clear all the robots, or you might have to destroy certain things, or you might have to collect some keys. It's never too confusing, so if you're in doubt, just blow everything up. The game generates a random map every time you play, so it's always different, and there are some really cool designs in the rooms. Some of them take the form of regular arenas, and others have a certain sort of a puzzly element to them as you work out what the musical timings are to either get to an item pickup or just to get to the other side of the screen. Every time you play, the locations of the doctor and the exit are different, and you'll face a whole different set of puzzles along the way. You might have noticed that the game talks. It talks a lot, and I love this. It reminds me of the speech synthesizers from the past. A time when you might not understand half of what it's saying, but the fact that it's saying anything at all is technically amazing. And it turns out that the developer is using a self-made speech system based on a white paper on speech synthesis from the 1970s. It's fantastic. This is how speech sounded when I was a kid, and it makes me feel like I'm back in the old arcades hearing all the amazing sounds of Berserk or Q*bert. I think it's just speechy. The game offers up 3 different levels of difficulty: hard mode, easy mode, and extra easy. In hard mode, when your little dude's health runs out, you stay dead and it's game over. Whereas easy level means that when you die, your scores reset, but you can continue from the last room you were in before you died. In extra easy, the egg is flipped and cooked for just a few seconds longer. Wait, no, that's over easy. In extra easy, your score gets reset when you run out of health, but you can just continue playing for as long as you want. It won't even respawn you or anything. I really like that the developer included the easier levels because I believe in people playing games the way they want. There are a bunch of different weapons, all with different firing rates and fire patterns to do varying amounts of damage against the robots. The pulse pistol fires on the bassline, and the sinker pistol fires on the hi-hat, with 4 shots to each bar of music. These 2 weapons I find are best for general robot destruction, but when you're up against something more substantial, the Time Bomber is a better choice. Time Bomber releases a little block that will explode a short time after, sending out a circle of fire to hit anything nearby. The game generates dungeons made of 101 rooms. There's loads of variations between the different templates it uses for each one too, which means for a long time after you first start playing, you're going to be discovering new room types almost every time you play. I played the game with an Xbox One controller, but the game does support keyboard as well. A really nice touch is when you start up the game without a controller plugged in and it asks if you need help setting it up. I just wish I could have had a bit more of a chat with it, as I think this friendly vector computer face would make a really nice friend. I fell in love with a robot like this once. I felt a real spark between us. Our relationship was electric. I current resistor and I wanted to date her. In the end though, our love was doomed to diode. Once you've completed the game, rescued Dr. Disco and escaped, a new game mode appears called Disco's Revenge. Old Dr. Disco finally finished the rainbow laser and you get to go into the dungeon and test it out. It's the most powerful weapon in the game and it's great fun to play with. I think Disco's Revenge on hard mode is going to keep me coming back for a lot in the future. If I was going to pick out any negatives about this game, I'd say that I did struggle a bit with the UI on the screen that lets you add your own music. I have a few different hard drives on my PC and I keep my music all on a different drive to my games. Couldn't actually find a way to get to the drives. Maybe I missed something, but I just couldn't figure it out. You might have noticed that I don't do swears on this channel, so for that reason I had to avoid the song Too Mellow Ba Da Ba, because it has a swear word in it. I think you can press N on the keyboard to skip the song. It's not a major thing, but part of me wishes it wasn't there, or you could just skip it automatically. To use the word conclusion, in conclusion, Rainbow Laser Disco Dungeon is a great game that's hard to say, with a lot to keep coming back for. You can pick it up from itch.io or Steam. The links are in the description, priced at $14.99 US. I ended up spending way too long playing the game when I should have been working on this video. So if this video seems a bit rushed, blame Rainbow Laser Disco Dungeon. Until next time, thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Feel free to like it. And you never know, I might make some more. Goodbye.